Long ago, far away, in a land that time forgot, before the days of Dylan or the dawn of Camelot, there lived a race of innocents, and they were you and me. For Ike was in the White House, in that land where we were born, where navels were for oranges and Peyton Place was porn. We longed for love and romance and waited for our prince. Eddie Fisher married Liz, and no one's seen him since. We danced to Little Darling and sang to Stagger Lee and cried for Buddy Holly in the land that made me, me. Only girls wore earrings then, and 3 was one too many. And only boys wore flat-top cuts except for Gene McKinney. And only in our wildest dreams did we expect to see a boy named George with lipstick in the land that made me, me. We fell for Frankie Avalon. Annette was oh so nice. And when they made a movie, they never made it twice. We didn't have a Star Trek 5 or Psycho 2 and 3 or Rocky Rambo 20 in the land that made me, me. Miss Kitty had a heart of gold, and Chester had a limp, and Reagan was a Democrat whose co-star was a chimp. We had a Mr. Wizard, but not a Mr. T. And Oprah couldn't talk yet in the land that made me, me. We had our share of heroes. We never thought they'd go, at least not Bobby Darin or Marilyn Monroe. For youth was still eternal, and life was yet to be. And Elvis was forever in the land that made me, me. We'd never seen the rock band that was grateful to be dead. And airplanes weren't named Jefferson, and Zeppelins were not lead. And Beatles lived in gardens then, monkeys lived in trees. Madonna was Mary in the land that made me, me. We'd never heard of microwaves or telephones in cars, and babies might be bottle-fed, but they were not grown in jars. And pumping iron got wrinkles out, and gay meant fancy-free, and dorms were never co-ed in the land that made me, me. T-birds came with portholes, and sideshows came with freaks, and bathing suits came big enough to cover both your cheeks. And Coke just came in bottles, and skirts below the knee, and Castro came to power near the land that made me, me. We had no crest with fluoride, we had no Hill Street blues, we had no patterned pantyhose or Lipton herbal tea, or primetime ads for those dysfunctions in the land that made me, me. There were no golden arches, no Perrier to chill, and fish were not called Wanda, and cats were not called Bill, and middle-aged was 35, and old was 43, and ancient were our parents in the land that made me, me. And so now we face a brave new world in slightly larger jeans, and wonder why they're using smaller print in magazines. And we tell our children's children of the way it used to be long ago, far away, in the land that made me, me.